Good evening, YouTube. Bill number 39 in the Carolinas. If you need to get a hold to me, there's my number. Back behind Mr. Trump there. Alright, what we got up on the bench today is a power supply. I ain't want to show off who built it. I didn't build it. So, there it is. I did not build it. We're going to just took a case off of it. Going to see what this thing does. I want to think of it. This is for Mr. 460. I guess he want that out there. I don't know. But anyways, it ain't got it's got a fuse holder, but ain't nothing run to it. Looks like it maybe at one time it was, but there's no fuse link to it. Runs straight out here to a switch. It's on 110. This switch here says it's 20 amps at 125 volts AC. So I wouldn't trust just that. I'd put a breaker in there, and that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But the biggest issue is it's got a transformer right here and a transformer right here, and they're two different sizes. And I'm going to show you what I suspect is going on with these. Like I said, took the case off of it and sealed off the front of it to protect the innocent. So don't get no fuss and fight over somebody's stuff like this. But what I think and what somebody else thinks is two different things. But I think this is the right way. When I show you the results of what I got thinking, it's going down. This fella here has got 3 or 4 power supplies, and this one's a floating one. I don't know if the rest of his other ones are floating or not. I do not know. You never know what somebody's got going on at their house. But I know these are 2 different transformers, and by my experience, they're probably not going to play too well with one another. But we're going to check it out and see. Alright, we're going to get this voltmeter here. I say this is a 70 amp, say 70, 75 amp. This one, I know this one's supposed to be 100 on ICA's website. It says 100 amp. We're going to see here in a few minutes. Alright, we're going to take his voltmeter. Turn it on. Get enough lead off here with one hand. Go to ground. It don't matter which one you go to, because they're both linked together with these in the back. Is somebody going to say something? Well, you went to that one side. Well, I'll crisscross it. These are 2 rectifier banks. I don't know if they're, I'll check the numbers on them here in a little bit. I don't know if they're 100s or 200s or 400s. Could be 400s. Pretty good size. I'd say you'd never burn them out on this. Alright. And like I said, I have had this turned on and it ain't plugged up. But I hadn't checked nothing but voltage but on the back there. And this is for y'all, so I'm going to check the voltage on it now, and it's got a little bit on it because it ain't got no bleeders for another thing inside the box. We're going to turn it on. We're going to watch the voltage. Now this is both these transformers hooked together. We're going to set you for a little bit. Let this stable off. Okay, 21.47. That's with both of them. both caps, both rectifiers. Alright. So unhook this. Turn it off. Really don't have to because this is DC voltage, but we're going to bleed it down with a little bleeder here. Little 100 ohm resistor. Hook these back up so you can tell. I feel that resistor getting a little warm because it is bleeding this off pretty quick because it's 100 ohm. Come on, alligator clip. So we went down in the milliamps already because of bleeding it. I will put a bleeder back on it. Bleed it down. It's kind of dangerous. Then these two legs are exposed back here. Alright, we got it bled down pretty good, way less than a volt, but it'll sit there and come back up. Got good caps on it. See it rising. Power's even unhooked from it. Them caps charging back up. Good caps. Alright, go unhook that. Let's pull this back a little bit, make sure I'm in frame a little bit. Now we're going to unhook these and check these separate. Because each transformer has its own rectifier bank. Be easier to check. Really don't have to unhook this ground, but I'm going to do it just to make sure they separate it. I think that's enough. Alright, we're going to check individual. We're going to check this little transformer to start with. Hook up the ground. It's got two different rectifiers. This one goes to this one, as you can clearly see the wires. And then this one goes to the back one. This one right here, as you can clearly see. Alright, we're going to hook up the power. That's milliamps, by the way, right there. I haven't turned it on yet. Turn it on. Alright. That's this power supply, this transformer here, being charged up that cap. 19.7. Let's go over to the next one. Alright, the next one is 21.5. There you go. This transformer will be fighting up against that transformer. With that little bit of a voltage difference, about 2 volts. That could make an issue.
Roadhouse.
And that could be a pretty good issue. I'm thinking about going back. He said he was just going to pull my little 3-pill off of it. Because he's got a bunch of power supplies over there. He's got 2 or 3 big ones, he says. I was thinking initially that he was pulling a 2x8 off of this one by being the way I talked to him, but he says he wasn't, as I talked to him just a little bit ago. He said he wants to run little amps off of this one, and what I think I'm going to do is go down with the tap on this one, tap it down, completely unhook this one, just run off the 100 amp as they say, and just completely get this bank of rectifiers out of the situation for now, because don't want no issues with it. This one is going to do what he said he wanted to do with it, and don't want these two fighting against each other. And we're going to hook up a breaker system in it. We'll put a breaker in the front of it that'll take care of the fuse and everything. If it shorts out, it'll pop the breaker. I'm going to probably put a 20 amp breaker in it. I think that'll be plenty for that. Might go with a 15. Do a little research on that, make sure. See what to call for. Alright then. That's what we got going on today. And we're going to see if we can get this whole thing fixed up. We ain't too smart down here in the Carolinas, but we do what we do. And we hope for the best. And we try our best. Alright then, bill number 3 down here in the Carolinas. Later.